Oh wait, fuck. I need to fix that. Okay. Hey guys! Long time no chat. Yes, I'm wearing a tube top, so if I'm like constantly fucking pulling it up like I'm Alyssa Violet, and I don't want to make that pose because then you can't see that I'm wearing a shirt in the first place. Anyways, hey guys. So if I keep pulling up my shirt, as I said, and I look like Alyssa Violet in that one diss track, don't say a fucking word.
It's every day, bro, with the same bully flow. Bully at school, now you bully in your bro.
So, probably wondering, what the fuck are you talking about now, you stupid motherfucker? Well, we're back on the floor, but we are not self-reflecting. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm projecting, self-reflecting. All of the ings. We're doing all the ings today. That's what's going on. So we're back on the floor because I'm a floor girl. I don't know what that exactly entails, but I'm just gonna go with it. So, I have nobody else to talk to about this. I have nobody else to talk to about this, and I need to get it out of my system. I need to fucking, I need to cum it out of my system. I need to jack it off out of my system. So, okay, so as you read by the title, we are yapping about fan fiction. Now oh my god. Okay, and this is probably the stupidest video compared to all the other stupid videos I made, but I love fan fiction. Oh my god, let me tell you. Straight up, I love it. Oh my god. Okay, so what I have to say about it is very complex. Let's start off with the big three, right? We got Tumblr, which that is good for one-shots, okay, right? That's good for one-shots. Then you have Wattpad, right? Ooh. All of these three platforms are they're not horrible, because I love fanfiction, as I said. But all of them have their own problematic little things, right? I mean, Tumblr, let's think about 2014 for a second. Tumblr, right, which is, good for one-shots, right? One-shots. One-shots is a story, right? And it's only, think of it as a simple chapter of a book, but it's only that chapter, right? And it could be either smut, fluff, angst, or whatever the fuck. Headcanons, maybe, right? Okay. I just realized I'm gonna have to go way more into detail if you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to these terminologies, but it's okay. I got you because I'm a fanfic fanatic, right? Smut is sexual shit, right? We know, right? Then we have angst. Angst is sad shit where you're like, oh my god, no, my favorite character, he's dead, or oh my god, this is so sad for him, right? And then we have, or us, or YN as we like to say. Oh, hi, Levi! And then we have fluff. Now, fluff is the cutesy dootsy, little oh my god, and then they held my hand, and oh my god. Right, now that's fluff, I guess you could say. Right? So, one-shots, right, are usually on Tumblr, and they are just short little, stories, right? Maybe 2,000 words at most, right? And then we have Wattpad. Now, Wattpad. Okay, now Wattpad, right? This is probably what most of you guys are familiar with. If you are a man watching this, which I don't know why you would be, right? Wattpad. Now, this is when you first get into fanfiction and you're in 6th grade, right? And you're like, whoa, this is the best thing I've ever discovered in my life, right? And you're like, wow, what did I ever do without this, right? It's also, if you've ever seen the movie After, which I doubt, because it's a horrible fucking movie, there's a Wattpad, I think, intro at the beginning of it, because it was literally based off of a Harry Styles fanfic. Okay, right? So we have Wattpad. They're one of the big dogs, right? Probably biggest fanfic site there is and the most well-known because of how cringy it is to most. You know what I mean? Most stories you find on there are horrible. They're written by 13-year-olds. Then we have AO3. Archive. I don't fucking know. That's the thing. I don't know how to say archive, whichever one. AO3. That's what we're calling it. archive of our own. I don't fucking know how to pronounce shit, and I don't care to. Okay, right? So we have AO3. Now, AO3, now that's, okay. AO3 is insane. AO3 is like this fan-made website, right? This fan-made platform, mainly only used for fan fiction, right? And you can have the most insane tags ever in the world, really, right? You can put the most insane shit, and it's like also probably one of the most graphic shit ever. But I will say, they're in the big three. They're in the big three. They're one of the best. They're one of the best, right? And I hate to say it. If you're the only thing I will complain about is the website is a bit tricky compared to like shit like Tumblr and Wattpad, right? AO3, it's like more like there's like symbols, little 4 squares on each of the covers of each book, and they'll give like if it's like a man and a woman kind of relationship, man on man, like all this shit, right? And then there's like maturity warnings, all that just like in the cover, and it's like these 4 things, right? And it's kind of hard to get used to, but some of the best fanfics are on there. I hate to say it. Shoot me down. Those are the top big 3. Those are my big 3 in the Zodiac chart thing. Those are my big 3. Tumblr Sun, Wattpad Moon, AO3 Rising. Best believe, right? So, why I'm making this video is just because I love fanfiction. I was thinking about this and I was thinking, wow, what a time for me to be alive, right? I couldn't imagine being in the 60s, right? And being like, wow, I love this Beatle so much, and not being able to jerk that system. That's a horrible way to use it. That's a horrible fucking way to use it. I'm just kidding. But how to let loose of that little hyperfixation, little crush thing, right? How do you let that out back then? You don't. But yeah, so I just couldn't imagine being one of those women back then. So being in a time where I was reading Wattpad and fan fiction in like middle school and shit, I'm like, wow. Thank fucking God. Like I'm so honest when I say fan fiction is probably the best thing ever created in the modern century. Right, it really is. And I don't care. I'm being truthful. This is my confession to you. I love it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. For the most part. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Please don't quote me unless something like really bad happens. Right? But genuinely, it's a great time to be alive. And I think mainly women use fan fiction, right? They usually are on those type of things, which I'm not trying to generalize, but that's kind of the prime audience, right? That I see making fan fictions, reading fan fictions, all that, right? And I think it is one of those things that is just so girlhood. It really is. You guys ever go down into a Wattpad comment section or the comments below AO3 and you're like, yeah, this is it. This right here, this is the girl sleepover. It is like, for people who have never been on any fan fiction thing at all, right? Think of an edit of Gojo from JJK, right? Think of the most popular edits from him. Look at the comments of the girls down there, and that is exactly what basically 95% of every single Wattpad comment looks like. And I'm not joking. That's straight up what it is. That is like the best comparison I can give. And I would even go as far to say, in my belief that fanfiction is just so great, is that I think some of the best writers of our time, of our generation, are fanfic writers. Now, hear me out. That is not me being narcissistic because I used to write fanfics. That is not what I'm saying at all, except they were really fucking good. And it's not even for the gooning aspect. It's not even for the gooning aspect, right? Just generally, I still be thinking about some fanfics I literally read when I was like 14, 13. And I'm like, wow, that writing was beautiful. And it wasn't even in a sexual scene. It's not even those that even first come to mind at all. I don't even think I could like properly name one specifically because I don't read them as much as I used to back in the day, back when I was in middle school and I'd stay up till like 3 a.m. reading them, right? I don't read them as much anymore, but oh my god, I miss it so much. I miss it so much. Oh my god. Being a girl and pulling an all-nighter reading fan fiction had got to be like top 3 best moments of growing up. Like, I'm sorry, it really was. The community of those places overall, sometimes they're a little weird. Sometimes they are a little weird. And I know a lot of people shit on fan fiction, but I hate it when they do that shit because I'm like, aren't y'all watching literal porn? Aren't y'all literally watching literal porn right now? Like, the same industry that a good percentage of the women that are in are literally sex trafficked. Oh, but fan fiction's weird. Okay. And I think a major defining factor of whether fan fiction is weird or not is whether it is about a real person or not, right? I can understand how taking a real celebrity and making a fan fiction about them can be a little questionable in some aspects. But we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Like, what? Weren't men making deepfakes about celebrities anyways? Celebrity women? So I think I'd rather take the fan fiction. I'm sorry. I think even if I was like a celebrity, I would rather have people write fan fictions about me than making deepfakes. Right? I don't know why I'm like trying to call motherfuckers out like I'm already about to get attacked, but I can feel it. I can feel the negative energy, but it's okay because it's okay. It's okay. Right? But generally, I think when it's over a fictional character, whether that's in a TV show, anime, movie, whatever the fuck, a fan fiction could literally be about anything. And if y'all ever were with your friends, right, at like a sleepover or get together and you guys read really shitty fan fiction together, like I read a Chris McLean fucking fan fiction from Total Drama Island. I did. And I thought it was great. Well, it was great in the humor aspect. I think I also read one with my friends that was like a Dream, like the Minecraft YouTuber Dream and the Lorax. And it was great. It was hilarious, right? And I think that's what y'all are not understanding about the greatness of fanfiction in itself. It can be so funny and also just so creative. And I really enjoy that factor of it. And I like how the community is built. The only thing I will complain about, though, is when those 30-year-old fucking women who are married, who wrote a Wattpad story back in 2014, decide to attack me thinking I stole their fucking fanfic. Bitch, I never read your shit. I never read your shit in my life. And you're 30 years old. You are married. Don't you have, like, bills to pay? I was, like, 14. And I was out here fighting for my life because this bitch thought I stole her fucking storyline idea. And I'm like, girl, no. No, I did not. I do not give up about you, bro. I do not give up about you. Right? So that was fucking insane. That one time that happened. I think those motherfuckers are weird. Grown-ass adults, because it's like, why are you going to beef with 14-year-old? Even if I did steal your work, bro, get a job. You are 30 years old, get a job. I did not steal her work, though. I'm way too creative and better at writing fan fiction than she is, so I would never steal her work. I don't know why I said that. I'd still to this day never read that bitch's work. That's the only complaint I have. But other than that, I think fan fiction is very uniting. I think it's very beautiful, right? And I really need to get this out there because I genuinely think it is such a net positive, or at least it was for me growing up. And really, during the summertime, I was thinking a lot about it, being like, whoa, like 3-4 years ago, I was staying up till 3 a.m. fucking reading fan fictions right now. And now I'm fucking going to bed. Shit's so depressing. But getting older is so depressing. Okay, right? But anyways, that's my rant, yapping session about why I love fanfiction. Embrace tradition, reject my modernity, I think is how that meme is spelled. I don't know, right? Reject that. If you fucking use character AI over the big three that I just mentioned, shut up. Shut up. You are not one of us at all. That is I don't even want to get into that, like, character AI, fucking chai AI bullshit when it comes to fandoms, because that would make this video like fucking 20 minutes longer, and I'm not trying to do that. You guys already know the ethical wrongs of fucking AI in general, and also how goonerish it is. How, like, you know, just quit. If you use any of those shits, just quit. Just quit now, please. It's really bad. But yeah, go read yourself a fanfic. Go treat yourself to some fan fiction, guys. It could be a fucking funny one. It could be a serious one. Fucking take that. Let it out. Let it out, bro. Let out your little things. I don't know what that means, but it means whatever it means to you, and it means something completely different to me, but yeah. I would like to nominate myself as the fanfic fanatic or old. My phone fell. The old fanfic fanatic, because I don't really read that shit as much anymore, but I genuinely still think about it very fondly to this day. And if you have the time and you're not a grown-ass adult and you have the spare time to read a little fan fiction, I think you should do it. I think you should. Man or woman, they, thems, everybody should be reading fucking fan fiction. 2025, bring fan fiction back. 2026, bring fan fiction back. 2027, keep fan fiction alive. keep it alive, right? That's all I have to say, because, yeah. As you guys know, I really only post these yapping videos because I don't want to annoy my mom with useless shit, so now I'm just gonna put it out onto you guys. But I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Don't forget to shut your door on the way out, or else I'm gonna take your spirit. I'm gonna take your spirit and your view and your fucking click, and I'm gonna eat it. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, bye.